Okay, sir. So I've started recording. Then you are now the host now, sir.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. How was our week?
It's fine.
Okay, I traveled, so I thought I was going to come early, or I couldn't make it early. That's why I had to tell bro Sean yesterday to help me change the time to 2 o'clock.
Okay.
And so sorry for that impromptu change. But I just got in. I got in, I think, some minutes to 1. So I know I won't be able to make 1 o'clock class. That's why I said, okay, let him shift it a little bit so I can just take my breath before we start the class. So let's quickly push on. 1 minute, I just want us to just thank God for another moment in his presence to learn. And I'm believing him for speed today. Amen. Can we go on, please? Can you see my screen? Yeah, I can't hear anybody. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So today we are starting with number functions. So we'll be talking majorly about 3 number functions. The first one is mode. Second one is round, and the third one is truncate. But before we do that, last week I was able to show you one of the tables that you can actually use for so many manipulations. We call it the duos table. So I want to start from there and do our select from duos again. So I'll be using it for most of the functions. Okay, can we quickly do that? Let's just have the table because we'll be using the table time after time today. Yeah. So let me start from round. So for example, you have a number. Round takes 2 parameters. The first parameter is what you want to round up. And the second parameter is how many places do you want to round up. But if you don't put anything as the second parameter, automatically it rounds it up to 0 decimal place. So this is the example now. I want to round up 100.02. We are still going to use our tables, but I just want to start with that here. So it rounds it up to 100. Okay, can we still remember our little mathematics? If you are rounding up to 0, so you start counting from your point, Abby. Yes. So if it's 0, you won't. It's just after the point. What is later after the point? If it's 0, if it's 1, is what is after the first figure after the point. If it's 2 decimal place, we still remember. And if we want to go the other way, if it's -1, it goes the first figure and checks if it's more than 5, it rounds it up if it's more than. So let's try it. So for example, so by default, if we don't put anything, it rounds it up to 0 decimal place. For example, I now put 0. It does the same thing. So if I assuming I put 2 decimal and then this one is 7, let's see what will happen. Yeah, it rounds it up to 2 decimal places. Oh, 2 decimal places, 1, 2, there's nothing behind 2. Let me round it up to 1 decimal place. So I'm expecting it to give me 100.1. Yeah. So do we understand what we mean by that? I need a response. Do we understand?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So quickly, I want you to give me the last name of every employee last name of every employee and their salary rounded up to 2 decimal place. Okay, sorry, I'm going to rephrase my question. Last name and their salary rounded up to rounded to, there's no round up, it's rounded to nearest 1,000. Nearest 1,000. So we want to get an estimated salary of all our employees. So you are told to get a report that will have their last name and their salary rounded to be nearest 1,000. How do we go about it? Can we try it? I'm going to call those of us on this course to share our screen so that we can quickly do it. I know, as we said today, we need to move a little bit fast. So from the employee table, you are going to get the last name and the salary of all the employees, but the salary should be displayed rounded up to the nearest 1,000. Who is ready to share his or her screen? Is anybody ready to share his or her screen? Emini King, please, can you share your screen? Hello, are you there? I can't hear anybody. Hello?
Yes, I'm here.
Chairman.
Yeah, Emini King, please, can you share your screen? Or is this your first time? Hello? Okay, somebody else. Emrad, Ugwede.
Let me share now. I'm not doing well. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but let me share.
Please share your screen. Yes, that's why we are here.
The side is disabled. Host disabled participants.
Oh,
Please share.
okay. Let me see. How do we? Multiple participants can share simultaneously. Advanced sharing. Most all participants can share. I can share. Okay, try now.
Okay. Okay.
Can you try now?
I think it's shared now.
Okay, good. Thank you. Okay, good.
I don't know.
Or you are missing out something. Your as should come up. Okay. As, yeah, there's no comma. Last name and round up.
Okay. Okay.
There's no comma. I see it as a single. Although that you are wrong, but at least let's still see your output first. Okay, you did not get the answer. I think most of the figures are rounded up to nearest 1,000. I would have said nearest 10,000.
Okay.
So let me just hold on. Just
Okay.
hold on 1 second. I want to quickly explain. Maybe this will help you. I won't tell you the answer, but maybe this will help you to like to bring more light to what we are trying to do. Can you stop sharing so that I can?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I think we are still sharing. I'm still seeing your screen.
I'm coming on.
Okay. So let's look at, let's do a little bit of mathematics.
Is my screen still shared?
No, it's not showing.
Okay.
Your screen is showing again.
What's happening? But it's not showing here, except I'll leave the stuff. It's not indicating that I'm sharing my screen here.
Okay. Yeah. Can you see my screen, everyone?
Yes.
Okay. So let's do a little bit of mathematics. One more time, welcome everybody. So in our normal mathematics, if they tell us to round up something to nearest, base, round it up to 2 decimal place. 2 decimal place. So if they tell us to round it up to the decimal place, we'll start from the 0, Abby. Please, I need all your mics to be on. Please, everybody, so I can hear your response.
We are to leave the value 2 figures after the decimal.
So we are going to count 1, 2, 2.
Yeah.
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 So count 1, 2. What is behind 9? It will turn to 1.
It will turn to 1.
It will turn to
Yeah.
0, 0. So it's going to turn to. Am I right?
Yeah.
So it's going to be something like this.
Yes.
So for example, let me use another figure, 3, 2. So if we are told to change this one to decimal, 2 decimal places, it's going to be 1, 2.
3, 2.
So this one, am I
3,
right?
2. One line will be truncated.
Yeah. Thanks. That's what I want to be sure of. So if we're told to change this same figure to nearest 10, so what will happen? How do we count? This way or this way?
To the left.
To the left, thanks. So we'll start counting. Nearest 10 will be after the 0, 1. So since this is 9, it will turn to 10, am I right? Is 0. And the answer is going to be, am I right?
Yeah.
Yes.
If we are told to change to nearest 100, it's going to count 1, 2.
Yeah.
All right. So 9, this 9 will turn to 10. So it's going to be something like this: 0, 1, 2, 3, 9. Am I right? Or am I wrong?
That's 100.
Okay. What I just want to show us is if you are going numbers, if it's not decimal place, you go to the left. If you are going decimal, you go to the right. So the problem statement that I gave the other time was that we should do in nearest 10,000 all the salaries. So how do we write that in SQL? So for example, when you are told to round a particular column to nearest decimal place, If it's 2 decimal place, as we did, it's going to be 2. It's going to look like this. If it's 3 decimal place, it's going to be 3. If it's 0 decimal place, it's going to be 0. If it's 1 decimal place, it's going to be 1. But if you are now going nearest 10, it's going to be -1 because it's going the left-hand side. Are you getting me?
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm trying to do? No response again.
Yes, I understand.
Okay. So if you want to go nearest 10, nearest 100 is going to be -2. So let's try it now. Let's see. So I'm going to use my duos table to do this. So I want to do nearest, the problem statement that I said is, let me start from nearest 10 -1. So let's see what will happen. See? So it starts counting from here. 7 is higher than 5. It moves it to this one. This one turns to 70. Am I right?
Yeah.
I need a response.
Yeah.
I want to be sure that you are listening to me. If I want to go nearest 100, I go. Is it correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Nearest 1,000. So let's do that problem statement now. I want all the salary of all the employees, sorry, their last name, their salary rounded up to the nearest 10,000. Shall we? Anybody that has finished can share his or her screen. Emerald, are you there?
Yeah.
Can you share your screen, please? Don't worry, please, as much as possible, don't let us be ashamed that we might miss it. No, that's the reason why we are here. When you miss it, when we all solve it together, it sticks better. Don't just copy what I have on the screen and okay. Okay.
I don't know what I've done. Is it the right thing?
No.
No, okay.
Yeah, so I said if you want to move nearest 10,000, how many zeros does 10,000?
-4.
So it's going to be -4. Will you try it now? Just change that 10,000 to -4. Super. Yeah, let's do it now. Yeah. So for you to know that we all actually have a change, so you do the last name, you do the salary first. You now do the salary that has been modified.
Okay.
Yeah, so that we'll see the difference. Perfect. Yeah. So let's do that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Does it make sense now?
Oh, yeah, it does. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So that's round up. That's round. Oracle doesn't have round up or round down. So it automatically picks it. If whatsoever it sees it is, that's what it does. If it sees that the figure that after getting to the point whereby it makes the decision, whether it's 10 decimal place, 5 decimal place, when it gets to the 5th decimal, if it's 5 decimal place, if it's 5, it automatically rounds up. If it's less than 5, it automatically rounds down. So it doesn't, you don't have round up or round down, you just have round. Okay, so this next thing is mod, MOD. What does MOD? We are talking about number functions, don't let us forget. So what do you use MOD for? Majorly, whenever you want to know remainder. Can we remember when we taught one, we taught in, I think in primary school then, you say when you divide 2 by 5, you are going to get 2 remainder
5 by
1.
2.
Yeah.
5 by
The
2.
remainder,
5 by 2.
If you divide 5 by
When
2,
you divide by, yeah, to know if it's even or odd.
yeah, it's going to be 2 remainder 1, Abby.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whenever it's an odd number, there will be always a remainder.
Always a remainder.
1. Yeah. No, when you are dividing by 2, but when you are dividing
to
by
the 0.
No, when you, for example, if you want to divide 5 by 3, it's not going to be remainder. You can't consider odd or even number here. You understand? So 5 divided by 3 is going to be 1 remainder 2. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. I don't want to feel maybe it's been a long time I did that kind of thing. I might not be right.
Okay.
It's been a long time. Some of us left primary school, so but I forgot it. So what is median? So if you did 5 divided by, we are going to say is 2. I'm sorry, it's 1 remainder
3.
Remainder 2.
Okay. Yeah, 2.
Bros.
You can see your screen.
Sorry.
Oh, you can't see my screen. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing it also.
Okay. 1 second, please. I thought I was sharing my screen.
No.
Okay. So I said, for example, if we do 5 divided by 3, it's going to be 1 remainder 2.
Yes.
So that what we call remainder in primary school is what we call MOD. Do I make sense?
Yeah.
So if you want to calculate, you want to get the remainder of any division or division that you do, you can actually use the function called MOD. So let's do an example now. So for example, we are going to use our duals table, and later on, we are going to shift to the normal table. Okay. So let's do 5. We want to divide 5 by 3. So it takes 2 parameters. What is going to be the superlative, or what do you call it then in primary school?
Superlative is popular.
5 is the one that will be up. What you are dividing it by is what's denominator?
Denominator.
Okay.
Numerator and denominator.
Numerator and denominator.
Denominator.
Okay, so the one on top is this one, the one behind. So from duals, I'm going to give you a problem statement now. That's why I had to explain with this one. So can we remember our remainder? 5 divided by 3 is going to be 1 remainder 2. So that's the 2 we have here. Okay, our problem statement now. If you divide, I want you to give me the remaining value of the salary of all employees. I want their last name first. And the remaining value if their salary is divided by 732.
Let's go over it again.
I want the last name and the salary balance. As the remaining balance in their salary after dividing their salary by 732. I want the modulo, they call it modulo of their salary after their salary has been divided by 732. Can we try it?
732.
732, yes. So I'm going to call, who have I not called now? Emily King, please. Would you like to share your screen? Don't worry, nobody's seeing your face. If you miss it, they won't know your face. Just share your screen, and I think you will learn better by that. Are you there? Nobody's talking. Okay, what will try for us now?
I can share, but I made a mistake though.
Yes, please. That's why we are here. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Okay, so from the problem state, from the error that you can see, what do you think? It's a command not properly ended.
Oh yeah.
Makes sense, yeah?
Yeah.
That's it. It's just simple and straightforward. Any other person? No, please.
This comma, because this is a salary divided by 732. So, for example, what if I use this?
You are mixing it up. That's why I had to explain that.
Okay.
Salary divided by 732 will give you, something like the first one now will give you something like 33 or 34. That's division. 34 point something.
Okay, yeah.
That's division. But after dividing, what is left is modulo. So when the SQL server sees slash, which is division, it divides. It doesn't.
Okay, they're
Modulo
not gonna
takes
work.
comma.
Okay.
Yes, modulo takes comma. The
Okay.
first figure and the second figure. Do you understand now? Does it make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
So we can't just decide to use anything we feel should be there. It's like it won't understand it. You attempt it, put it there, let's see what is going to put the slash. Slash is division.
Okay.
So it won't understand it. But if you remove modulo in front of it now, remove the modulo.
Yeah, it's gonna give the division. Okay.
Yeah, just try it. Let's see. It's practical. There's no need, there's nothing to hide.
Okay.
Can you see? So there are two different things. When it sees one, it automatically interprets it as something. When it sees the other one, it automatically sees. Okay, let's just build on what you have done. Don't stop sharing. So the figure of dividing salary by 732, I want you to
Round it.
the next function. The next function we want to talk about is called truncate. Truncate does not round up or round down. Truncate just deletes everything that is after the decimal if you don't put a value next to the truncate, next to the value you are truncating inside a bracket. So just put truncate in front of that now and let's see the output. we can't really see the beauty, but I want you to do two things.
I'll
After
see it
salary, do
separately.
the one without some truncate, do the one with truncate.
Okay.
Yeah. Comma, yeah, perfect. So if you can see, what it truncated is 0.7. Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you can see, what it truncated was 0.7. If it's
Yeah.
round, it will have turned it to 33. So add one more comma and put, instead of truncate, change it to round. I just want us to see the difference between truncate and round. Instead of typing everything, why don't you copy and paste? You don't want to, you are using your, what do they call it? iPad.
No, I mean, sometimes I just be lazy like that.
Okay, no problem, it's fine. Can you see the difference now?
Yeah.
Okay, guys, the reason why I'm doing this is because I just want us to see what does truncate do. Truncate takes off all the decimal. If you don't specify whether I should truncate to the right or to the left. So, for example, I want the output of salary divided by 32 to be rounded up to the nearest 5 decimal places. So the truncate, after the truncate now,
Open
after the
another function.
732, put a comma. After the 732. 732 in truncate. Yeah, that one. So 5 decimal places. What do you think we are going to put there?
5.
5, perfect. Oh, yeah, let's try it. It's making sense now.
Yeah.
So look at it again. After that 8 is 5. It's meant to round it up to, but it just cut it off.
Yes.
Okay. So if we want to truncate and we want to round up to the nearest tens, what will that 5 turn to?
-10.
Nearest 10. How many zeros does 10
10
have?
or 10.
How many zeros does 10 have?
1.
1.
0.
10 has 1 0.
1 0, yeah.
Yeah, so if you're rounding up to the nearest 10 is 1, -1.
Oh,
If you're
yeah.
rounding up to the nearest 100, -2, 2 zeros. You get it now?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's do it. -1.
Oh,
No,
wow, like that.
undo, Ctrl Z. Perfect.
Okay.
Making sense now, yeah? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So thanks for sharing. At least you've learned 1 or 2 things. Any question before you stop sharing? I want to ask from everybody on this on this call now. Is there anything that looks difficult for you that you feel you don't really understand out of all what you just learned now? Anybody? If nobody is talking, that means I can move on.
Yeah, move on.
Thanks. Okay, so let's move to the next thing for today. That's date format. Please, you can stop sharing. All right. Thank you so much. Okay. So successfully look at the
I'm so sorry to cut you in between. Just to confirm, which one of the Oracle one are you using? Is it the developer?
Yeah, we got access to this Oracle Apex. Oracle uses for their training. So that was what we give to everybody. But I think because you are just
all right, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. Okay, thank
But
you.
you can still get from Rochelle.
I
Bro
know.
Charles now. Bro Charles is the one in charge for today. Okay, so let's move on to dates functions. We've talked about number functions. What are the date functions that we have? We have so many of them. I'll be able to run through all of them, but I would advise the slides that I gave to you, just go through it. But one of the ones that the one I'm going to start with is a date function that automatically picks the computer date, server date that you are using currently. It's called sysdate. So for example, we'll use it to do some manipulations today. Sysdate, whenever the Oracle system sees this word sysdate, it automatically picks the date of that the computer is, the system where it's running it from has on it. So for example, if there is a mistake or you are in one country and you are doing sysdate in another country where they are a day behind or a day before, it's going to pick where the server is, the date where the server is. That's what sysdate. And if your server has an error, you didn't set the date well, it's still going to pick the date that has been set there. So that's what sysdate will do. But most of the time, servers they are scheduled in such a way that they automatically pick the date, the correct or the current date. So let's look at how sysdate works. And we'll use it to do some manipulation. Got sysdate. Select sysdate from those. We are going to use our those table again, just to see how this function works. Okay. So today is 12th of November 2012, and this brings me to the standard Oracle date format. Standard Oracle date format is usually like this: DD MON YYY. So what do I mean by DD? DD means the day of the month. MON, all of us we know the first three. If it's February, it's going to be FEB. If it's January, it's going to JAN and the likes. And this one is going to show you the year. So if you have something like this, it's going to change it to today's date is going to look like this: 12th November 2022. So let's try that. Brings us to the next date function we are going to talk about. We are going to talk about to dates. Sorry, to character. I'm changing it to character. To character. So I pick this date format. I'm going to explain this one more as we go on, but yeah, it's to be simple and straightforward. Okay, it doesn't recognize person. I'm not mistaken here. Doesn't take this in. Yep. So what I've done is I've changed the normal format of the dates. I've changed it to a character. And how do I want it? I specified it that it should be in number. Whenever it sees MM, it changes it to number. So whenever I see DD, it changes it to this one. So for example, I want it to be 12th. That's all I need to put it. So the Oracle dates is a little bit simple. It's just when you just understand how it works, you can actually manipulate how your date is being displayed. I want you to spell the full month. I just type in month. Is it making sense? I need response. Is it making sense? Hello. Am I speaking to myself?
Yes, it does make
Yes.
sense.
Makes sense. Okay. So there is a table called employee. So we go to our classwork quickly. There's a table called employees. Yes. And inside that table, we have the dates that we hired all our employees. So I want you to give me all their last names and their dates of hire in this format. I want their date of hire in this format. It should be DD, should be full month, and it should be a year. So, shall we? Who will try? So I want their full, I want their last name, and so I'm going to share it on our chat.
Please, could you come again?
I don't understand what you mean by this mean yes. Emrad.
Sorry, that was typo.
Typo, okay.
Please, could you come again with what you said you wanted us to do?
So I said I want the last name of all the employees and I want their hire date in this format. I've shared the format on the chat.
Okay.
Does that make sense? So I'm going to
Yeah.
call somebody else D. Are you going to try?
Please, I can't try you. I just joined after a long time.
Okay, no problem. Okay, Adeti, can you try?
Okay, let me share my screen.
Yes, please. What happened? Jeremiah dropped off. I think we were 9 before.
Perfect.
Perfect. Thank you so much. But I don't want to use that header to char. I want it to be higher date.
Okay.
So how do we go about that? Yeah, thank you.
Oh.
Perfect. It's okay.
All right.
Okay. There's something missing.
Okay, it's
Double A.
as.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. One more thing. What do you think it is?
These characters.
Yes. See, whenever you in a varchar that you are using as an alias does not have space.
Okay.
You don't need to put it in inverted comma.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So if you remove the underscore now, if you put back your inverted comma, it's going to work. let's try that. So we did this in, I think, in the second class.
Yeah.
Sorry, double. It's going to be double.
Isn't single,
Alias. Yeah. it's gonna
Double.
be double. Yeah.
double.
Yeah. Because it's alias.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So,
You-
does it make sense?
Yes.
Good. Okay, we have Oracle, we have what we call implicit and explicit functions in Oracle when we are doing type conversion. So before we talk about type conversion, we want to talk about all the types that we have in Oracle. The first kind of data type that we have is called VACA. Some people call it VACHA, they call it different names. VACHA means more than a word and more than a character. So for example, whenever you, for the content inside last name, first name is stored as VACA. What it means is that it's combination of so many letters. It can be alphanumeric, it can be only alphabet, it can be combination of alphabet and numbers and special character. That is stored as VACA. The other one is character. Whenever you are specifying character, that's when you use single quotes. It's just one character in an alphabet. But the two of them, most of the time they use them interchangeably, but majorly character is just a single character. VACA is like combination of so many characters, special characters, and other characters. So the second type of data type that we have is called numbers. For numbers, you don't need to put them in quotes. If you remember the first class when we talked about it. The third one that we have, we call them dates. Date, we have seen how it shows up. And those are the three major data types that we make use of. And if we go here, remember in the first class when we talked about the object browser, you can actually see how different columns are stored in database. So for example, let's say countries. One second. So the country ID is stored as character. Character, 2 characters. That's why they have character 2. So if you can remember, what we are going to open it again, you are going to see it. Country name is stored as VACA. So you put the VACA 2, sorry, and you specify the length that that column should take. So for example, there is a country that has a length of 50. That country will not enter into this database when you are inserting it. Why? Because you have restricted it to 40. And the last one is number. Number is number. Number, it does not, you can actually specify the precision of a number and the decimal that it can take. But here, we've not really talked about that. So we just type it as the number, data type is just number. For those ones that have date, let's see, employee should have date under higher date. Let me look for employee. Yes, this employee table. So yeah, this one has precision now. So this one means, sorry. When you see a number having something like this, it means that the length of the number, it can't take more than a number that has 5 6 characters. So it can take 10,000. When you say 6 figures, 6 figures is from 999,000 downwards. 999,999. That's 6 figures. And it will not have decimal place. So this is talking about the precision. This is talking about the decimal. So we say ID, whenever you are any data that is going into ID should not be longer than 6 figures, and it must not have a decimal. That's what this means. First name, it must be a number and it must not be longer than 20. Last name and on like that. For date doesn't really have anything that you specify. Date is date. So like commission now, commission must not be longer than 2, and the decimal must not be longer than 2 decimal place. That's what this means. So let's see the table. Let's see how the table looks like and see all these data types, how they look like one after the other. So we can see this one doesn't have decimal. Commission, I want us to look at that commission. So it must have decimal, but it mustn't be longer than 2 decimal places. So we can see 2 decimal places. There will be no one that has 3 decimal places, because we have stated it that it should not be more than that. So those are the different data types that we have. And these data types, the reason why we are talking about them is we want to look at how can we convert these data types. We've done one, we've been able to convert a date to character. That is what we just finished doing now. So we can actually convert a number to a character. So how do we do it? Whatever you are converting to, that's what will follow to underscore. So if I want to convert a number to a character, so I will say 2 underscore varchar. So I'm converting a number to character. So let's use our those table. I hope I'm making sense. Oh, no response.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I joined everything together. I didn't put any space. Is my varchar correct? So varchar. Let's spell it more like this. Okay. Let's do. So number. I'm missing something. Okay. Okay. So this is already number, or I can put it in varchar and convert it to number. Yeah, so I've converted this to number. So I can also convert a number to a character. That's what this one. But I think I'm missing the spelling of varchar. Hold on, let's see. I think I'm missing the spelling somewhere. Varchar. Yes. So, oh, sorry. Sorry, I made a mistake. Whenever you're turning to vaca, you call it to car. That's what you call it. You don't call it to vaca. There's no to vaca. It's when you are converting vaca to number, you are to number. When you are converting number to vaca, is to car. That's what it's called. Started becoming forgetting about this. Okay, yeah, that's it. So you asked me what's the difference. Whenever let's see. Okay, let's call this one number. Okay. What am I missing? Okay. It's a number already. I meant to change it to character. If I want to change it to number, it has to be in character. Select this. Am I missing anything here? There's still something missing. Hold on. Let's do it 1-1. This should work. Yes. I'm the one making mistake. Those does not take more than one parameter per time. Number. Oh, see me. I put no underscore. What's this guy doing? Still error. Why is this coming up with errors today? What's happening? Yeah, so I don't know why. It shouldn't bring out any error. It should be able to give me what I want. Number. Yeah, it should also give me, and it should take as also. So yeah, I was like, why is it not working? It should work. Okay, let me combine it. Because this guy take 2. Should be able to take 2. Let's see. I think in a long time. Yeah, took it. So this one is a character. If you notice, you can't really see it here. Or there are 2 different things. Character aligns to the right, while number aligns to the right, while character aligns to the left. So if I import it, I don't know whether it's going to show. It has converted M82 to number. So normally numbers shows like this. Character goes to the other side. It shows at the other side. But that's how to convert numbers to number to character by just using to char or to num. That's what those two functions are. And I've showed you about dates, how to convert dates to character. So the next thing we are going to quickly talk
excuse me, why do you add one to it?
Why do I add one? I was
add one to as
thinking
number one.
Number is like a standard it's a standard name.
Okay.
In SQL. It's a standard name. That's why I had to change it from number to number one.
Okay.
So it will think as if it's doing something else.
A function.
It's a function, yes. It's a function on its own. That's why it will think as if I want to call another function. That's why it's telling me that it's wrong.
Okay.
That's why I had to change the name to number one. Thanks for that very beautiful question. It's at least it will have helped. You can't use function in within this one. This one work because they don't call it character, they call it char. If I've left it as char too, it's likely to have given me an error because it's also a function. So if I call it char1, because char1 is not a function, automatically it's going to run. Yeah. Okay. So the next thing we want to talk about, I don't want us to spend so much time on this one. It's simple and straightforward. It's just conversion of data types. We want to talk about null values. So under null values, we are going to talk about, I think, three major things. First one is NLV. NLV means null value. And then we are going to see how all of them are used. NVL2 is also a kind of null value, but it takes more than one parameter. Null value, we are going to use the two null value with more than one parameter. Okay, and the next one is called, some people call it quales, we are going to see how we can use this one too beautifully. Okay. Sorry, that's my children running all around. Okay, yeah. So when do we use NVL? And when do we use NVL2 and when do we use qualis? Qualis, I missed this class. Qualis. Okay. So I want us to see this table first. That will help in interpreting what I want to do. Let's see, employee table has null value in one of the columns. Okay. Yeah, if we see this commission PC, when you see blank like this, it means it's a null value. If it's 0, they will write 0 there. But when it's blank, it is null. So what do we want to do? We want to get the salary of each employee, the income of each employee. So let me give a background to what is going to lead us to the next problem statement. For example, I want to know the last name and the income of every employee in this company. that they store their employee details inside employees. So automatically, which column are you going to pick for income? Who can help us?
Salary now.
Salary, okay. But I want to add a twist to it now. You know, in some companies, we have people that take salary and commission. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So if we look at this one is percentage commission. So to get the salary of people that collect salary and commission, how do we go about it?
So it would be salary
Yes.
into bracket 1 plus percentage. So you either you divide the percentage by 100, so it's 0 point something, and then it's a multiply.
Salary.
But there's a way, yeah.
Okay. No, I want to get that your formula.
Depends.
Into bracket.
Into bracket, okay. The bracket first.
No. Salary is the salary. It's the self. So this is not SQL formula, but this is regular formula. Salary into bracket.
Yeah.
1.
1, okay.
Plus.
Yes.
The percentage in bracket. So another bracket. Open another bracket.
Okay.
The percentage itself divided by 100. Percentage.
Okay. The
Commission percentage divided by 100.
PCT divided by
100.
100. Yeah. Thank you so much for that explanation. But the good thing is that they've made the work easy for us. They've already given us the percentage commission in decimal. If you look at this one,
I think that second bracket would have been closed now.
Yeah, that's what I did. I've closed it.
No, it will be closed before that's PCT before the over 100.
So if the percentage, if they've given us the percentage in decimal, you don't need the other bracket of the percentage. It should just be 1 plus the commission percentage and only one bracket.
1 plus
commission percentage.
Okay. Okay. So 1 plus the commission percentage. Wow. That's do we understand what Kenny just explained? Do I need to explain it more?
The question will determine how we understand it.
No, let's understand the income first. When we understand the income, we'll now go to the question. If you don't understand this one, if I give you the question, it will be so awkward. I want us to understand the principle. Okay, so let me bring out my Excel. Let's do a little bit of calculation, accounting. Okay. So we have somebody that is paid £1,000, another person is paid 2,900, and another person is paid this one. Another person is paid this one. So let's say this is their salary. So this is their commission. So this person that has big salary, we didn't give the person any commission. This person that had big salary too, we didn't give the person any commission. For these two people, we gave them commission of 0.8 of their salary. We gave this one 0.3 of their salary. So if I want to calculate the income, what Kenny is helping us to do the other time is to calculate the income. So she said it's going to be equals to salary,
which is E6.
Yes. We open a bracket, 1 plus this. I'm going to explain that. I just want us to see. What did I do wrongly? 1 plus
asterisk between the brackets. Sometimes it doesn't.
Okay. Yeah. So this will be the income of these guys. Sorry, I need to take this one off. So this will be the income of that. So what we are doing now is your commission is your commission times your salary. So if you want to do it in a more simpler way, what we are doing is your salary is going to be your salary plus your commission. What's your commission? Your commission is your salary times percentage commission. Am I right? So by the time you are adding it together, it's going to give you your income. This one should not be any.
I feel commission, it's the percentage, they will give you a percentage of the commission. Is that percentage we use to add to salary?
Yes. So if you're, for example, if you're, some people, they give them stable commission, they will just tell you that if you can sell 5 products, we'll give you £200 extra.
Okay.
But some people, their commission is, if you can hit your target, we give you 0.8% of your salary.
Okay.
That's commission PC here. That's what we are saying here. So 0.8 of, for example, if this person misses his target, he's going to collect his salary and 0.8 of his salary. So 0.8 of his salary is going to be 0.8 times his salary. Am I making sense?
Yes. 0.8, yeah, okay.
Yes.
Is it making sense? I need, if you don't understand it, please be truthful, just say it. Because I know if I just leave it at this formula that Kenny gave us, it might be a little bit difficult for people that maybe you don't have a accountant background, or you don't you are not used to things like this. So everybody, we are all cool with what this formula. Can I go on?
Will that one be will it be multiplied like that, or is addition?
Yeah,
we've said it.
That's what we have done.
£1,000 plus times 0.08.
No, now.
But it should be plus.
Yes, £1,000 times 0. So your income is your salary plus your commission. So for me to get my commission from my percentage, I need to multiply plus the fraction that you have. Just multiply it by your salary and you get. That's what she did. Okay. So the same thing we are going to apply now. So I want all the salary. I want, okay, if we have gotten that one, that means this is the formula we are going to use. Am I right? To get the income. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. So I want the last name and the income. I want you to make that mistake. That is what we are going to use to introduce NVL. I want the last name of all the employees and also their income, which is this formula. Am I right? So I'll stop sharing. At least we understand it now. Oh yeah. Who is doing it for us? I'll need to round up very soon. I need to rush down to the church. So I'll just talk about the MVL, MVL2 qualis, and we'll start from joint statement next week. Joint statement is talking about how we can actually join 2 tables together to give us outputs that we output from 2 different tables. So we are going to start from cross join, natural join, using the using clause, on clause, and things like that next week. That's where we are going to start. And then next week too, we are going to talk about creating tables. And also I want you to be around next week. I want to I want to teach you how to log into Oracle site to get free voucher to be able to write Microsoft data exam. With that one, you can get a job quickly. So I want you to come quickly next week. Okay. Are we ready? Who is helping us out? Nobody. Yeah, I need somebody. Just try. Let me give you the formula so that you will not, at least that will give you, we've already done the formula together. So just introduce the formula. Oh, I know there will be mistakes somewhere, and I'll pick up from that mistake. We'll be able to learn one of. Please, can you hear me? I hope I'm not talking to myself. Okay. Sometimes my internet goes off, so I'll just be talking. If you don't respond, I won't know that it has gone off. That's why I usually like people responding. Okay, they can hear, so I can be sure that. Okay. Commission PC. I hope the spelling is right. Commission PC. Commission is double M double S. I missed.
Yes.
I didn't get it. Yeah. Double M double S.
Well, it's giving me error.
Good. I want to see the error.
Okay. I'm coming now.
Penny, I want you to share your email address with Charles. Charles will share it with Portion. Request for access.
I don't know if it's shared.
I don't know whether we still have access because we created 30 and people just picked it up and just left. We don't see them again. Okay.
Is which Charles?
Charles is on the call. Charles.
I don't see a Charles on the call.
His name is joint.
I don't know if it's shared though.
Yes, it's
Yes,
shared.
we can see it.
So
Okay, Charles has sent you an email. Sent you a chat. So what did you do? Put space between 1 plus.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Run now. There's still one more mistake, but I just want you to run. We'll still talk about the mistake. Just run.
I'm coming now.
Yeah. So what do you think the mistake is? Star after salary. Salary star. Open bracket. Times. Salary star. Yeah.
Okay.
When we make mistakes like this, it helps us to that thing sticks.
Okay.
Yes. So let's see the output.
The output has been displayed. I'm coming.
Can you see null value for those ones that have null value?
Yeah.
It's not multiplying it. So it's 0 times anything is 0. That's why it's giving you that.
Okay.
Does it make sense now?
It makes sense. There's one that I did that was not on it. So I'll use this opportunity to show you.
Okay.
Yes, this two they did not run. This did stuff.
Okay.
So I don't know where my error is.
Let's see. Hold on. Click outside. This thing is tiny. I'm struggling to see it.
Okay, because I shared the screen too. I should bold in it now.
Yes, please. Okay. Okay. Single quote, single quote. Yeah. No.
So.
Yeah. Okay, let's run. Run.
Okay. So I'll invert it here later now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay, I should stop it now.
yeah. And does anybody on okay, you are going to pick up from there. Please share your screen again.
Oh,
I want
okay.
to now introduce the null value. Now, when you have null value, how do you still make the value come out? We are going to use two different ways to do it. So in front of salary that is bringing out null value, you write NVL. You open a bracket. No.
Yeah.
Salary, that other salary. No, salary is common. Second salary.
Before the multiplication.
It will be in front of it, in front of this salary that your cursor is in now. Before the salary. Before.
Okay. Yeah.
NVL, null value. Oh, no, that's the wrong place you are going to put it. Sorry. Remove it. Okay. Let me do something so I can be fast. Can you give me access? Can you give me control? Give me control of your system.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah.
I want it to be copied for another line.
Don't worry, I'll do that.
Okay, thank you.
So, I want to see something. So my commission, I can see the ones that have no value as their commission, they are the ones that are not having income. Why? Because the null value is treated as zero. So that's why when you multiply it, it's not coming out as anything. But if you can see those ones that have commission, they have this. So what do I do? So what I'm going to do is, for those people that don't have commission, let their salary be their salary.
So you include an if statement.
No, I don't need to put if
statement. If we look at the non-value now, it doesn't have a title.
Yes.
So
as in this one, we should make it income.
Okay.
Is that what you're saying? Something like this. Okay. Sorry, let me close this. Sorry. Okay, so we can see our income, those ones that our income is showing blank, they are the ones that don't have commission. So what do? I want it to display the salary. So since they don't have commission, their salary will just be their salary. Am I right?
Yes.
Their salary will just be their income. So how do we go about it? So you put into the NVL in front of what is giving us that value. You open a bracket. Before you close that bracket, you put a comma. You now specify what you want to use to replace those ones that comes out as zero. So I want the salary to replace it. So I run it.
Okay, you are using the null value function then.
Yeah.
That's the one you wrote up.
Yes, this
NVL.
one. NVL.
Okay.
So does it make sense now? Can you see that they now have salary, even though they don't have commission?
Yeah.
But they now have income, I mean. So that's how you make use of null values. When you want something to do, you want to achieve something, and you know a null value can stop you from achieving that. So another way, for example, I want to make those people that they don't have commission, I want their commission to be displayed as 0 instead of null value. I can come to commission itself. This one showing commission. Let me duplicate it so that we'll see the old commission and the new commission. So I can put MVL in front of it also. So I want it to display as 0. If I want it to display as 0, I can just put comma 0, although it picks 0 by default. But if I want it to display as 0, I can just put it as 0. So can you see, these ones that don't have commission, I've made it 0 by default. If I want to make it 2, I want to make it 3, I want to make it 4, any number I want to make it, I just change. I want all of them to be 5 by default. It can be 5, but I'm just using 5. Now, okay, you can actually put a number directly. That's what we are trying to do.
Okay.
Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Should I stop here so that I can start from MVL2 on next week? So I will be able to digest this.
Okay.
Any question from anybody from what we've learned? We've talked about today, we've talked about number function, date function, type of conversion. We started MVL.
Okay.
Does it make sense?
It makes sense.
Okay. Any question from anybody before I jump off? Next week, the class is going to go back to the normal time. I'm going to do 1 o'clock, 1 to 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
My question is on the Oracle stuff you just said now, not really on what we just learned.
Yeah.
The search exam, is it like this, or they will give us a live scenario?
They are going to give you. Okay, so what I'm going to introduce you to is I'm going to introduce you to a site. That site, you are going to do 2 days free training. After doing the 2 days free training, 2 days after, they will send you a voucher that is worth 1,000. That is worth £100.
Okay.
That voucher, you can only use it to buy Microsoft exam. So you just use it to buy that Microsoft exam that you went through the class. So I'm going to show you that one next week. Just remind me if I forget. Yeah.
No problem, sir.
So if you can do the exam, I am sure you should be able to get a data analyst job if you are a graduate. If you have finished your master's, you should be able to get like a startup, what they call the junior role.
Junior role, okay.
Yeah.
No problem.
Okay. Yep. So we call it a very good day. I'm so sorry I have to stop the class. My day has been wonderful. I just came back from London, I think 3 hours ago, around some minutes to 1. And I have to rush to church again for a program for 4 o'clock.
You tried. I must sincerely thank you for the for the effort, and it's not so easy. After the journey, it still kept us in mind and come to attend to us. I'm indeed grateful.
Yeah, thanks so much.
I think we are all grateful about this.
Yeah,
thank you, sir.
So, Bro Charles.
Yeah, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, loud and clear.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for your time, and thanks to everybody that attended the class. So, as per our custom, this would be uploaded to our YouTube page, and once that's done, you'll get like an email to that effect. Then I think I'll also attach the class materials to the email from henceforth, so that people who need it can have it. Then I think Kenny, I think I'll be sending your email to Mr. Kone so that he will be able to add you to, I think, the Oracle, this particular website, so that you also can have access to it.
It's Broshio that does that now. I don't know.
So Broshio does that. Okay, I'll send it to. I'll get. Okay, that makes it easier, a lot easier. Then I'll send it to Broshio. So
I don't have the details of those people that he has given. Now I can't give, the one that we are giving to people to her. Because they will have changed